What's going on, guys? We're back with a Stanley Cup. I brought the boys with me, so we got Miko, we got Kale, we got Gabe, and we got Nate up top with the rookie Colossal patch, National Treasures number 2 out of 5. Pretty cool card. Avs got it done. First video since I believe that they won, so yeah, pretty happy guy here. Hope you're all enjoying your summer. I just got home from a week at the lake, and I came home to a 28 card PSA sub, so we're going to use some market movers. I'll put up some graphs along with these. If you want to try market movers, remember promo code LAPP20 off below. And market movers coming out with a brand new Market Movers X, which I got a sneak peek of. Looks really sick. They're going to be adding a lot of features, and they're also changing their pricing tiers. But anyways, links below. Make sure you check that out. So let's get into the cards. First card we got, Jack Hughes, and we got a Jack Hughes PSA 10, so a good start. Sitting at about $265, $275, right about where it was last summer. I would expect this card to likely come back to the 350-ish range, is sort of the middle of where he was at. It's not his peak, but Jack Hughes. Next up, we got the Playoff Performer Award. Jake Ottinger, if you watched that game against Calgary, it was really something else. We'll see. It definitely built his stock, and we get a PSA 10 out of that. So coming off that great performance, he's sitting at about 175 US dollars right now. And it's important to note that his card raw is about 20 bucks and then going at 175. So almost a 10x multiple on a PSA 10 for Jake Ottinger. Next up, we got Jonathan Huberdeau. 10s are rolling, so always a fun guy to watch. Off to Calgary, we'll see what happens there. Really interesting, you know, moving in that blockbuster trade. He was up at about 525, and now he's sitting down at about $240. But curious to see what Huberdeau can go over there. Also, there's always a question before I do the next card about declared value on cards. So for the $30 submission, which I did these on, which is $30 economy, the declared value is under $4.99, and there's lots of questions like what that means, what's declared value. So what PSA wants you to do is try and sort of guesstimate the value of what it's going to be worth after grading. So obviously it's really tough. I wouldn't use a PSA 10 value as, you know, the declared value. I use closer to raw, assume that a card is a 9, and then, you know, if it's higher and they're going to upcharge you, then c'est la vie. But I've never had an upcharge, so if you have more questions, comment below and maybe I can clarify a little bit for you, but it's a question that I get quite often. Next, we'll have a look at Tim Stützle. Got his Young Guns tribute here. Might be tough grades. We got a PSA 10, and then we got a PSA 10 and a PSA 10. So these Stützles, these are a pop 4. I got 3 of them. His regular YG is sitting at about $210, down from $450, but that's when the card was brand new. So we'll see what Tim can do on this Ottawa team that's looking like it could be exciting this year, or maybe not. Hard to say. It's Ottawa, right? Next, we got the Cale Makar Young Guns canvas, and we're rolling with the 10s. So won the Norris, Stanley Cup champion. He's still up 60% in the last 365 days, even in this summer lull where price is down a little bit, sitting at about 460 US for this guy. All the prices I'm giving today are US dollars, so just so you're aware of that. And one other thing, one other piece of value, guys. Here's the other thing. Use this. When you're looking at cards, this is a jeweler's lens. Check the corners good, check the edges. I'm not going to get into it too deep, but you know, if you can see a speck of white on a corner, that's not a very good start, and you want to use this to make sure that it's a nice, crisp, clean corner, and it's going to help you out a lot. This guy on Amazon's like $13 to $15 or something, and well worth it. 30 times right there. It's got a 30, 60, and a 90, but use that. Miko is always good to me, so we double gemmed. We got 2 Miko 10s here. Miko down about 40%. He was sitting at $300 USD forever, and now he's sitting at about 180 USD, but we'll take a couple of those. And these things, for whatever reason, I mean, I'm a Miko fan, but they seem to move really well, so we'll move these pretty quick. Next up, we got a Laffy Tribute. These are a tough grade. They have a couple of corners that are really tough. Actually, I don't think there are any 10s of this. I could be wrong, but there's a heck of a lot of 9s. Anyways, and we did go ahead and get a 9 on that. So Laffy Tribute 9. Next up, McD. I got one of these. Bought a few from ComC to submit because they're pretty good condition. They're achievements. They're not circulated stock, but we did get a 9 on this one. So McDavid in a 9, never a bad thing. Michael Bunting. So Michael Bunting, I'll show you these first. I got a 10 on the Michael Bunting silver. I got 2 10s in the speckled foil. So, you know, definitely super happy with it, but there's a moral to the story here. I was up late on one night. I saw a big sale on, I think it was the silver, went for about $400. Anyways, I was like, okay, well, this math isn't making sense, so I should be buying all of these. And it was late at night, and I was just doing some digging, just doing what I do. And I went and spent a lot of money on these things, and it turns out that those sales weren't even good. So make sure you look into those sales to see if they're legit sales, and if things don't look right, then, you know, yeah, just sleep on maybe that big idea before you go and drop $1,000 on Michael Bunting cards. But there's Bunting, so we'll get our money back from these, and we'll move off of Michael Bunting. They're for sale, by the way. Anyone for Bunting? Clayton Keller, silver foil. Not even doing the reveal anymore. PSA 10, underrated player. I got this at a good price. I saw it there. It was an elite item on ComC. So you know, when they do the elite items, you can zoom in on the corners really well and sort of see what's going on. And I thought I'd take a shot on it. So this is a pop 1, only one of these guys. Gem Mint, PSA 10, Clayton Keller. Then we got some Kyrills. We got 1, 2, and 3. We got 3 Kyrill 10s. So this card's been coming down since the pop's been going absolutely through the roof, but that's okay. We're still gonna do good at these. Got in a good price, and with the $30 shipping obviously makes a big difference. With $50 shipping, well, I'd still be doing really well with the 10s. But Kyrill, holding this price, see what happens. Haven't heard any news lately. Yeah. Patrice Bergeron. I got a PSA 9. I've had, I think, 3 of these, maybe 4 of them. And I've gotten 3 8s. I think 3 8s in this 1 9. The thing with these, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with the Bergeron cards, and I'm not familiar with everyone else this year, but in the yellow here, you're never going to be able to see it in the zoom, and this one likely doesn't have as much as some of the other ones, but you get dimpling throughout. I find it primarily on this side. It took me a while to figure out why PSA gave it an 8. Corners look really good, centering was fine. You know, couldn't find anything on the surface until I had a super good look at it. So, but a Bergeron 9, that guy's doing pretty well. Super happy with it, and I should be able to get, you know, $800 ish for this card. So gonna do well on this guy. Next card, we got no comps on this. So this is a PSA 9 Mint Tim Stützle. This is the Achievements Platinum Portraits. So there's only 25 of these. It was the first 25 people to get the achievement, and they got, I believe, a Austin Matthews and a Tim Stützle. But we got a 9, and there's 3 9s on this and 1 PSA 10. But great looking card there. I love the Platinum Portraits. So next up, we got some Ovi, and we got a near mint 8. These cards are tough. They're a bit older. Don't remember where I got this card, truthfully, but there's a recent sale at $360 Canadian, and I know I didn't pay a heck of a lot for this. I just wouldn't have. I wouldn't have bought Ovi. I think maybe I got it at a ComC auction. Not sure, but you know, we got an Ovi. It'll sell. Next up, got a couple of PMGs, and these guys are tough to grade if you're familiar with PMGs. This is a Jack Eichel Blue, so numbered out of 50. Tough grades, a 9. You take an Eichel PMG 9 all day. You take any PMG in a 9 all day. That's a really good grade. I think the default for most PMGs is probably an 8, so a 9 is really good, and 10s are just almost impossible, but Jack Eichel there. One more, and we got a 9 with this too. So we got a beautiful color match out of 100. PMG Red, Sebastian Aho rookie. Again, PSA 9. There was an older sale at $400 USD in that area, so if I can get somewhere in that range, then I'm very good at this. Raw comps are about 100 Canadian they sell for. I think I sold one actually at 125. I think I might be the last sale on 130 point, but beautiful looking Aho card there. Austin Matthews, Fleer Showcase base rookie. I was looking for a 10, got a 9 again, used that glass. I knew this one could be close, but it was worth sending anyways. I'm barely going to get my money back out of this, but if I would have gotten a 10, yeah, we'd be sitting a lot prettier, but that's all right. First cards, non-hockey, Tiger Woods Fanimations. We got 2 Gem Mint PSA 10s. You know, everyone in sports cards, you know, everyone is about the GOATs. This guy is truly the GOAT. Yeah, not going to debate it, Jack and whoever else you want to put in there, but this guy's the best to ever play the game, so can't go wrong with Tiger Woods PSA 10s. Tiger Woods also a really short printed card, as is this one. Cale Makar, Fanimation. PSA 10, this is a short print from 21-22 Upper Deck Series 1. I love the Fanimations, just something about them. I don't know, this one isn't my favorite design, but this is just going to go in the PC into my Makar PC. Great card there. And if there's one card that I wanted to hit a PSA 10, it was this one. Sidney Crosby, Fleer Retro Electrifying, hit a PSA 10. So this is a pop 4, and this is also talking about that declared value. So this card would sell for about $400-ish US raw, I believe. And, you know, this is probably a $2,000 card, so I didn't get upcharged for the declared value on this. The max was $499. But, you know, I just went for it because I figured if it was a PSA 9, maybe I would only be at that, you know, at that $500 mark, sorry, $499 mark. So, you know, don't assume everything gems. I didn't get upcharged, but if you need the card back faster, then you use the other levels. But that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe up, and we'll check you.